What's going on, everybody? This is Rayboar with another match featuring updated Rayboar and Boar and Rayquaza DX classic team up. We're going to play against Night March again, and if you go through my channel, you'll find out there's billions of games featuring I'm going up against Night March. I never used the deck myself, but I played against it billions of times. But I mean, people keep playing it. It's still really popular and expanded. You just see it all the time, so there's nothing much I can do to avoid it. Try to record games and you always play up against this deck. But we're going to open up with our Mew, which is actually, yeah, this is one of the benefits of Mew that I was talking about too. With the Psi Power, this can actually take care of the little, a little Joltik in one hit if they don't play the Fury Belt and stuff. So this is actually very good opening up with Mew. It's these little small utilities that make Pokemon great. Because thing is, with Rayboar, we're not really designed to go up against a deck like Night March. It's okay if they use Mew EX and Marshadow. At least we can get 2 prizes off from those. But if they're using the small guys and we got to use our big EX and GX guys, then they're gonna outpace you. It's just inevitable. So if I can get a few easy KOs with Mew, I don't need to do any setup like them. I can just do 30, then it's pretty good. So we just attach lightning energy on the Entei. Got my Tepic down, and I guess I can just use N or Corliss next turn. I decided to just do the safe thing, get the Nest Ball, and get the Tepic out for sure. It's something you gotta do. And my opponent a bit unlucky opening up with the Shaman EX. It's only natural. I'm pretty sure he runs like a playset or something. 3 to 4. And Tapulele GX, gonna grab a supporter. I'm gonna put the DC on Mew, so I guess he really just is gonna get that guy out of the way. No crazy attack on the first turn. This is why I open with Mew as well, because this is one of the decks that actually does opt to go second. Get their setup, turn 1 super speed, and then start doing 200 damage from the first turn. That's how crazy it is. So Mew, at the very least, if I wasn't gonna use Psi Power, at least it can die and only give 1 prize. So let's see. So far so good. My opponent just didn't get a very good turn 1. One of the times I'm lucky against this deck. Usually they always just set up by the first turn. So let's see, we're going to take it a bit slow too, since he didn't really make an attack and get a KO. I'm going to go with a safe route, get the Pignite out and go with N, and get the Emboar out later. Because we can get the KO this turn anyway with Mew. I want to get rid of the Joltik if I can. Just get rid of those. If I get rid of them, he has to discard a few. Maybe he kind of runs out of attackers, has to use the Marshadow or something. I mean, I'm not too sure. It depends on his build as well. There's a bunch of different ways you can build these decks. So at Trainer's Mill, we have a few decent options, and I have to go with the Heat Factory. I don't want to play this. I want to get rid of their own stadium, the Dimension Valley, but, might as well just dig more while I can. And I only run one stadium. They have like probably a playset of that too. So there's probably their stadium is going to stick if they play it. So yeah, might as well just play it down now and draw. So there's the first KO. You actually getting a knockout in this game. It's awesome. But yeah, very easy to KO the Joltik. Very good. So this gives me a good little lead. It makes me feel good about myself. Usually this is the deck that will get the lead over you. But now we're doing a bit good. Of course, my opponent is going to play the Teammates now, which is another card this deck likes to run since they have such weak Pokemon. So he will be able to grab anything he wants from the deck. This is actually a really sweet card from Primal Clash. Primal Clash, man, it's such an underappreciated set. I think a lot of people know it's good, but at the same time, don't really realize how many great cards came in that set. Especially, if you just factor it in the X and Y era. Right, so there's the Marshadow and Trainer's Mail. My opponent gonna grab the Battle Compressor. And I have a feeling he's gonna go broke this turn. He's gonna be able to set up everything as he wants. So, Battle Compressor. Discard 3 cards, more than likely going to be the Pokemon, the Night March Pokemon. And he already played the DC on Lele too, so I guess the Mew is going to get KO'd no matter what. But he still won't be using the Night March guys. And I actually like this because Tapu Lele GX is another one of those 2-prize Pokemon. And if we can KO this with Moltres, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna give me the as good as a lead that I can possibly get against this deck. Just one free prize, another 2-prize knockout, easy. Okay, so there's Shaman number 1 and Shaman number 2, and he's digging, digging, digging. Yeah, they were really crazy when they thought of the design of Shaman EX in a format where we have Ultra Balls and all the other stuff. Uxie in the DP days was a completely different animal, even though it's technically a stronger card. So Mew goes down, but it did its job, and now I'm going to promote Moltres. It's a bit risky because I don't have the Emboar out yet, but I gotta do everything in my power to just get the Emboar out and get the fart energies. I've got Juniper, I've got the Heat Factory, somehow it stayed there. So we're going to thin the deck, grab the Rayquaza, and no doubt I'm going to play the Juniper. I'm going to discard a few stuff, but yeah, let's draw 3 first, and come on. Don't see exactly what I need. It would have been great if I saw like a Heavy Ball or Emboar. So there's Juniper. So just straw Drade. We dig through the deck quite a bit, so come on. Fuck. Alright, so really unlucky. I see the letter, I see Fire Crystal. But no Emboar, damn it. And this is going to give my opponent the chance to come back that he wanted to. And wow, it just seems like I grabbed all of the energies from the deck. These are the last 2 with letter. It's a bit weird, but I guess I don't run that many. So, I can't believe I drew so many cards and didn't see one Emboar or the Heavy Ball. I mean, odds were in my favor. So I'm forced to pass completely here, and this gives my opponent the chance to come back. We're both at 5 prizes. I didn't get a knockout on my turn, and now it's his turn to retaliate. So this is slowly, changing the game advantage. So there's the Lysander. I'm completely surprised he didn't go for the Pignite. It was a bad move. I guess he's trying to finish me off fast. But yeah, every time I see this, when I see players do this, I know that they're probably not thinking straight or they're confident. I mean, it's clearly a misplay. If he would have removed Pignite there, he would have gotten like at least a couple of more free turns out of me. I mean, I do have a few energies on the dudes, but 50 with a combustion won't be good for NTAGX if we're attacking the other dudes. Unless he was using Joltik. Attacking Machado with 50 isn't good. But he just went ahead and KO'd the Rayquaza. And now we're going to punish him because I did get the Emboar now. I've got enough fire energies, and Moltres is going to be able to retaliate back. And now this puts us at even prizes. I've got the Emboar out. Very good. I mean, I honestly can't believe what he did. This is a complete game changer. It's definitely a misplay on his end. We're going to take advantage of it, though, since we got unlucky the previous turn anyway. And now with Emboar, I'm going to play down the energies, set up my Pokemon, because got to be wary of N right now, too. So there's the Fire Crystal. I'm just going to set up all of the guys, and when all of my guys are sort of ready, then no matter what he does, I will always be able to retaliate back. You got to keep the pressure against this deck. Just keep going, and hopefully they miss a beat, they miss a DC, or they run out of attackers. That's the stuff they have to worry about. Us is basically just losing Emboar, not getting Emboar out, not having enough energies, that kind of thing. So if I make sure I eliminate those weaknesses, you could say, then we should be really good. So Moltres is going to get me the good KO there. Marshadow goes down. Double colorless energy is out too. And I only need to get 3 more prizes. Now, the other thing that we have against this deck that I suppose is a little bit of advantage, if they don't play Mime or Mew, bench barrier stuff, since they run the Shamans, and even the Marshadow actually, the Marshadow GX, even if they try and use one prize Pokemon in the end and just try and outpace me, force me to get single prizes while they're getting doubles, I can use the Anti-GX and collect 2 straight from the bench. Just KO the Shaman or the Marshadow if he plays another one. So he finally removes the Heat Factory for the Dimension Valley, and I'm going to go with another teammates. But at this point, I mean, I've used the Heat Factory. I wasn't going to use it anymore. I just need to gather energies on my Pokemon now. We got another Tepic down, Rare Candy, and Emboar in hand too. So I should be good with the Emboars. And yeah, there he goes. He promotes the Joltik, and he's going to try and, okay, I'm going to force you to get single prizes now, while I'm probably going to get 2, since you only have GX attackers and EX attackers after Moltres. But like I've said, I can just use the Entei, and we can even use Emboar actually. Yeah. So I promote the Rayquaza there. It's kind of a misplay because I am going to just retreat back to the Emboar and just use that guy. With the energy retrievals, we should have enough to just grab 4 energies and attack with that guy. But yeah, this gives me the least risk, because if we leave one of the EXs or GXs active, then he's just going to KO them on the following turn in all probability, and I just lose. So this is what I gotta do. I gotta hope he doesn't get like a Lysandre or something. We're probably gonna try and use End this turn too. I'm gonna use the VS Seeker and get in. I think it should be in the discard pile. So just gonna attach all of the energies on Emboar, and yeah, Emboar is gonna get a KO too. It's something that I did many times before, just using this Pokemon against Night March. Because, they got low HP, 80 damage can do it. On Joltik, it can do it on Pumpkaboo. Fuck, there's so much noise outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Trucks passing by. Damn it. It's because I have my windows open. It's still kind of cool, even though it's September. Alright, second Emboar out. So even if the other one gets KO'd, I've got the other one. So there's the Emboar in the active position. We kind of lost the energy for no reason on Rayquaza, but it doesn't matter too much at this point. And here's the end with VS Seeker. It's just going to be very significant right now, because even if I don't draw a lot of cards, I have everything I need. I've got the Anti-GX ready. It's going to hurt him a lot more. Because I know he searched, like, he made sure to put the teammates back in hand. So, okay, so perfect. Now for Heat Crash. That classic 80 damage, so weak now. Man, this card is way back in the days of Heart Gold, Soul Silver too. It was in the same format as them for a time. It's crazy. And that was considered a good attack back then. Alright, so, the moment of truth. Can you do something with those 3 cards? If you can't, he does have the VS Secret, it seems, so this worries me a bit. He could grab Lysandre, but he's going to go for the Sycamore, and as soon as I see that, I feel very safe. Because if you have to use that to dig for whatever you're digging for, it seems he did have the DC. So, dude, I mean, I guess he couldn't use Mew. He really needs to get a basic Pokemon down to use that guy. But now that he played that, I know that no matter what he does, the Anti-GX is safe. Rayquaza is safe. So all I have to do is just use Anti-GX next turn, finish him off with the GX attack. So this was a very good GG. It was pretty close because of that turn I missed with Moltres. It's just one single turn of missing a beat. It's all you need in Pokemon to lose or win. So here goes. You know what? I'm not even going to manually retreat. We got the Golden Switch, also from Primal Clash. Just do that. Anti-GX, Brave Burn GX, game-winning attack here. And it's GG. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'm not sure if I'm going to post more games with Rayboar. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this video with your friends. Rayboar 4, and we'll see ya.